Hey there, just an instant reaction real quick. I have a full spoiler review of the entire season, and maybe even this episode of The Boys. I'm all caught up. I finished it finally this morning, and I just finished episode 8 of season 3. This show is so good, man, and it really ended strong. No spoilers on this, don't worry, but the arcs on this show, and I didn't know how it was going to go in the beginning, because there's a lot of outrageous stuff in this show from season 1 to season 3. There's outrageous moments, and there were a couple times I was like, okay, is this just outrageous to be outrageous, or is it going to play into everything? And it did 10 times over. And there's a couple of brutal things, but there's a couple, even some of the silly stuff that happens with, say, like the Deep. It goes into a heavier study of his character. There's stuff that Homelander's is such a rich, like, disturbed, messed up character in general, of his motivations and how they incorporate things of his past and things going on now with Jensen Ackles, Soldier Boy, killing it. And I love the parallels of what they've done and the satire on this show, by the way, the satire and the way, and like the state of just politics in general, and what a mess the entire political system is, and how it plays into this. It was fascinating. So the stuff going on with Butcher and Huey and their relationship, and everybody has such kind of a deep, rich thing going on, and the idea of the MM and Frenchie and Kamiko, and the way that it all plays, it's like it never feels like there's a storyline that I'm like, okay, what's the next one? Maeve, everybody, it's like I never feel like, okay, wrap it up, let's get to the next thing. Everybody was so rich. The stuff that they did with Black Noir, and the way that they play with his character, and the unraveling of characters, and how they have to either strengthen or continue to unravel, and what it says about it, society in general, of what is happening and who supports who and how they support who, and how the media does certain things. Loved it. Loved the entire season, but this particular episode in general, I thought it wrapped up really well, and it sets us off. This show does well is every single season put you in a place where you're like, well, what are they going to do for next season? I got to watch it. They make you want more, and we're not at a place yet, and this happens with shows historically, that you're like, okay, yeah, well, we've done that already. I don't know if I care about next season. We're not there with The Boys yet. I want to see what's going to happen with next season. Really enjoyed it, and I can't forget Starlight. What an angle with Starlight, and where they've gone with Erin Moriarty, and what she's been able to do. The acting in this show is fantastic. The writing, the outrageousness, loved it. This is the instant reaction. I'll have more later on, but thanks, and subscribe if you haven't. 50,000 will happen eventually. All right.